There he is, and what a challenger this is for Blackwood's title. Calvin Tankman, anytime I have seen him in a ring, it has been carnage, destruction, and mayhem. Not necessarily in that order, but it definitely occurs.
No doubt about it. Calvin Tankman became #1 contender by defeating Royce Isaacs, the Mile High Samurai. Hard fought, I should say, matchup between the two. Calvin Tankman also nearly won King of Indies this year against the then West Coast Pro Champion Titus Alexander. So Calvin Tankman has been knocking at the door, and he's hoping Las Vegas is where he rips the door off its hinges and claims West Coast Pro gold.
At some point, it's not about being on the cusp of greatness, it's just about being great, and this could be Tankman's time.
The champion, the two-time West Coast Pro champion, Kevin Blackwood, only one of 2 men to hold that distinction. The other, the franchise Titus Alexander, who you'll see later tonight defending his now tag team title.
If I'm not mistaken, he took that belt off of Titus to get that distinct honor along with him as well. So
he did.
Quite the feather in his cap.
Tankman is ready.
Okay.
Introducing first, the challenger. From Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing at 355 pounds, he is heavyweight hustle,
Oh, he's got the gold on the teeth. Can he get it around his waist next, James?
And introducing the champion from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 187 pounds, he is your West Coast Pro World Heavyweight Champion, the aesthetic crippler, Kevin
Blackwood, no love lost for the West Coast flock that have made the trip out here to Las Vegas, and you see him just clutching on so tightly to the West Coast Pro Championship.
When you look across the ring, you can't really blame him. This is going to be one hell of a tall order for Blackwood to overcome. As accomplished as he is, Tankman is just that, an absolute tank.
A colossus is Calvin Tankman. Could be glimpsing into the future with Tankman holding on to that West Coast Pro Championship. There it is, the prize held aloft by Sparky Ballard. Those are the stakes. There is the bell. Title fight underway, Blackwood and Tankman. And Blackwood and Tankman's asking the question that I was just about to posit. Blackwood looks a little tentative in there. Tankman asking, are you scared? And Blackwood taking it to the outside.
We've seen Blackwood give up size before. You know, Mile High Samurai is the first time I saw him in action. He got the job done. He's very smart and methodical. He's not just going to run right into you. Why the hell would anybody do that? You see the size of this man? That'd be crazy right there. You might as well give him the title right now. He's going to systematically distract him, get him a little comfortable, and try and tear him down limb by limb. That's really his only strategy at this point.
Going to try and get under his skin for sure, and try and force Tankman into making a mistake.
Yes, that's
and this is what this is all about. We've seen this from Blackwood before. Trying to frustrate his opponent, goad them into fighting the match on his terms. Let's see how effective it is.
Well, thus far, Tankman has done a good job keeping his composure, staying in the ring.
Has not taken the bait yet. And the aesthetic crippler, very adept with those strikes, trying to feel out the armor of heavyweight hustle, looking for a weakness. Smart strategy going after those legs of Calvin Tankman. and keeping his distance.
He's definitely got the accuracy too, and the speed advantage at that. You got to play to all your strengths here against Tankman.
Oh! Wow. Tankman ate a vicious shot from Blackwood, but I don't even think it phased him.
Operative word, he ate that. It did not have too much of an effect.
Tankman ate it and is spitting it out on Blackwood.
Goodness. Felt that from over here at the desk.
Just a tremendous shot from Blackwood to Tankman, and it didn't even phase him. And look at the agility of heavyweight hustle. You're not supposed to be able to move like that when you're that size.
Not at all. That's intimidation alone.
Tempo picking up now, and just a pounce from Tankman, the #1 contender. Like I said, looking to rip the door of opportunity off its hinges tonight here in Vegas.
And now this is where you're going to see Tankman really excel. He's got him corralled right now in those corners. Oh, and just taking it to him.
Big time clothesline, scoops Blackwood up. Blackwood able to get out the back door. Going right to the legs. Again, smart strategy from the champion to try and take out the legs of Calvin Tankman. We've seen him struggle with this in matches before.
That is
the legs can break down, and you neutralize a lot of that power, and Blackwood smells blood in the water.
Yeah, that's one of the caveats to being such a heavyweight, right? You know that your legs have to support so much of that weight and that girth, and while it does give you a sizable advantage when you're in control, situations like this where Blackwood can really target it, that is where your weaknesses tend to get exposed. He's looking to wear him down. Aesthetic crippler, aptly named, as he's trying to deliver that right now.
Taking that left leg of Tankman. Tankman trying to fight through it. And just firing at the chest of the champion. You see the pain etched all over the face of Blackwood as Tankman struggling to get back up to his feet. Looks like he's extremely hobbled right now. Blackwood knows it, just going straight back for that leg. You still see so much power from Tankman.
Tankman just wants to create a little bit of separation, right? Just need a little bit of breathing room.
Tankman's trying to buy his leg some time, and Blackwood's having none of it. You hear Tankman howling in pain. That is an unfamiliar sound. You see he's pulling down.
Yeah. He's feeling it.
The knee pads, trying to get any sort of feeling back in that leg that is not just extreme pain and duress. And now Blackwood feeling himself in there, taunting Tankman, saying, come on. Very confident now is the champion, but at your own peril, Mr. Blackwood.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful with that. I mean, it's a complete 180 from what we saw earlier, but these are the reasons you can ill afford to get a little too safe in there, a little too overconfident.
Pull around and find out with Calvin Tankman. Oh, but right back to that leg, and down goes Tankman. And this is tough to watch.
It is. When he's writhing in pain like that, you know that Blackwood has done an effective job really finding his target and continuing to put the pressure on.
I mean, this is the point of if Blackwood continues the assault on that leg, we're getting to the point where Tankman might not give up, but the referee might have to step in and stop this thing if he makes the judgment call that Tankman should not continue.
Correct. Yeah. In a championship match, that's probably the hardest call a ref has to make, but you got to put the wrestler's safety as a whole first.
Exactly. You have to protect the combatants sometimes from themselves. Right back to the Tankman firing up. The adrenaline can do wonders, coursing through the veins of heavyweight hustle. Just caught the champion. A flurry from Tankman, rocking and reeling Blackwood.
Does he have enough to make this launch? He wants to definitely use his body to his advantage. Here we go.
On one leg. Not the usual high impact, but effective enough. Tankman with the splash. That's just as effective, but still slowed by that injury. You see him going into the cover, and I think that moment's hesitation might have cost him, so he can't even get right back up to his feet.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's a tough situation to be in for sure. The legs ruling, a lot of pain being delivered, but the top side still functioning quite well for Tankman, obviously.
Blackwood, despite all the work he's done on Tankman's leg, he's prone right now. He's in the danger zone, hanging on for dear life. Challenger trying to get Blackwood up.
Yeah, wearing that back down, trying. See?
Tankman still has the power. Got him up, but Blackwood able to escape. Oh, mercy!
Wow. And now you don't have a choice in the matter.
Up and down you go with authority. New champion gonna be crowned right here. Oh, just an eyelash away. Blackwood just able to get the shoulder up. Wild swing and a miss. A stop to the back of the head.
You almost feel like if Tankman had full strength in that leg, he could have put a little bit more leverage on there and secured the win right there, but Blackwood catching a little bit of a break.
Just stopping the back of the head of Calvin Tankman. Somehow, Tankman keeps fighting. Pop up, and there it is. Caught Blackwood again. Spinning back elbow, another power bomb. And there it is, defenseless.
Oh my God.
Reverberating all around the beat here in Vegas. New champion, history made, not yet. Tankman can't believe it.
Half a breath away from a new champion crowned, and Tankman, much like us over here, James, cannot believe that Blackwood kicked out of that.
Just an explosive mollywop to the back of the head of Blackwood, but still, credit the champion, did not stay down for three.
Not at all. And we can say a lot of things about Blackwood, but one thing you can't take away from this guy, he is tough as nails.
And looking for some type of sanctuary out on the apron, but I can assure you this is a dangerous place to be, especially if you're going to be on the receiving end of offense from Calvin Tankman.
Good.
Moving in the chest of the champion.
Turn that man's chest to a tomato when it's all said and done. Vicious chops caving him in.
Again, just right to the sternum. Now, Tankman trying to maybe think a Tankman driver.
Oh my God.
Tankman driver. No, Blackwood saw his life flash before his eyes, not just his title reign.
Seriously. He's teetering right now. If I'm in that crowd, I'm having second thoughts about where I'm sitting.
Yeah, everybody move. The Brute Squad's coming. Blackwood from the top rope with the stomp down to the apron. Mercy.
Oh my God, he might win this off a count out. How does Tankman get up from that? Good Lord.
To your point, collapsing in a heap to the outside.
You're going to exhaust a lot of energy just getting him back up into the ring.
I think you called it. He just go inside, take the count out. Because Tankman's just dead weight out there.
Yeah, seriously.
But
I ain't what
Blackwood, I guess, wants to really rub it in Tankman. Pin him in the ring.
All right.
And I think he's going to get his wish. I mean, just that stomp from the top rope down to the apron.
Definitely exhausted a lot of energy getting Tankman back here. Let's see if it was for naught.
Tankman somehow still staggering barely to his feet, just the waiting arms of the ropes are what's keeping him up. But like a cornered animal, Tankman keeps fighting.
Like running right into a Buick. Good Lord.
Sent Blackwood into the upside down. And it's going to send that title reign into past tense. No! Blackwood with the reversal. Another stop. He can pull it out of anywhere. And not able to get three. He can't hold Blackwood. Excuse me, he can't hold Tankman down for three. Can Kevin Blackwood? Look at the fire and the fury of the challenger. Oh, but for how much longer? The knee right to the back of the head.
Yeah, it's exposed shot right there. Not as hard as it gets. Taking top rope action right now. Doing everything he can to keep Tankman down.
Blackwood going for it again. Tankman can't even move. All he can do is just watch his own demise unfold before his eyes, and there it is. Just a matter of time.
There's a couple times I was about to call him Backwood because he was getting rolled up. But somehow, James, he found a way to survive and remains your two-time West Coast Pro World Champion.
Kevin Blackwood with a statement title defense here against the challenger, Calvin Tankman. I mean, he's our second ever two-time West Coast Pro Champion, but that was an exclamation point kind of title defense.
Yes.
So I think a lot of their smart money was on heavyweight hustle. Calvin Tankman become a new champion here tonight.